guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is going to be a different sort of video, but as you read in the title, it is going to be a Premier League predictions video where I predict the Premier League table. As you can see, I'm an Arsenal fan, however I'm not going to be biased. What's my hair doing? I'm going to try not to be biased. I'm basing my opinion off the signings each team has made, their manager, and all the competitions. Maybe there's a competition that they're in which might affect their league position. There might be, I don't know. I'm going to try and put every factor in to why I think and this will happen. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the relegated teams. This is where you normally start. I think that the three teams going to be relegated is Cardiff City, because really they haven't improved enough. They've miraculously come up to the Premier League. Fair play to them. They didn't win it, but quite sure they got second in the Championship, which is quite impressive. They weren't expected to, and I think they have succeeded. Fair play to them. Gonna have a good 38 games in the Premier League, but well, there's still some days until the transfer window closes when I'm recording. But I don't think they've done enough for them to actually stay in the Premier League. This might change, this might not change. But I'm going to go 20th place Cardiff City just for that reason. 19th place I'm going to go with Huddersfield. I do like Huddersfield, they're a good team, they play good football and I rate their fans. However, I don't think their club is good enough to stay in the Premier League. They stayed last season, they just scraped it through last season, and I don't think it's going to happen again. I think they're going to have the second season curse where they will unfortunately be relegated. They just are not good enough. Again, they haven't improved that well. They have a lot of aging players in some positions where they can't rely off. Alright, I don't know what that was, oopsie daisy. I don't know what that was, I just kind of had to do some last minute research, and yes, I am going to stick with my prediction. Huddersfield are going to finish 19th just because of this squad. It just isn't very good. Their manager's good. It's a good manager, to be honest, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them to stay up. So yes, 19th place Huddersfield Town. In 18th place I'm going to go with Brighton. Yes, they're going to go down again with a second season curse in the Premier League. I don't think they're going to survive it this time because unless they bought any striker, which I don't know if, they're relying on Glenn Murray. He's an aging striker, he could get injured, that's where the main source of goals come from, and I just don't think that's enough. They've got a decent squad, but I don't think they've got a good enough squad for the for the Premier League. Maybe they might just survive it, and some of the teams that have close to the relegation zone might go down, but I think Brighton are the team that's going to go down, unfortunately. Again, I do like their club as well. I rate their manager as well. He's a very good manager. I forgot his name, but I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I just don't think that unfortunately they're going to stay in the Premier League. I'm not really bothered if they go down, but it's just how it is. I have nothing against Brighton, but it's just what I'm thinking. Someone has to go down. 17th place, close to the relegation zone, I'm going to have Fulham. Yes, they've got a few teams, they've got a few new players. Andre Schürrle, he's not Premier League proven, he's been in the Premier League and disappointed. And Seri, good signing, but he's not proven in the Premier League. He could flop, he could succeed, you never know, but there's always that risk getting players from outside the Premier League, them flopping. Even in the Premier League, it still have the chance of flopping. They've got other good players. That other player from Nice, Emre Can, is it him? I don't remember, I think it's him. Again, he's a decent centre-back, but I don't think Fulham have a bad enough team to go down. But I think they'll be down there for the whole season and they'll just survive it in the last few games. I think that's going to be Fulham. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they might be higher, they might be lower, but I think 17th place is an accurate position for Fulham in my opinion. 16th place Southampton. I'm going to have Southampton into the 16th position, close to the relegation zone once more, but I just don't think they have that enough edge to go higher or to go lower. I think 16th is their position. They've got a bang average manager. I don't rate Mark Hughes at all. I don't think he's a very good manager. However, just gonna have to do it. They've got a decent team. They've let go of a few good players like Tadic. Their team is just not as good as it used to be when they had the likes of Pochettino and the other manager. Forgot his name. But and when that other manager left, shit just hit the fan, to be honest. I don't think Southampton should have stayed in the Premier League last season, but they did. They managed to kind of step through the last season-ish, and and just avoid relegation. I think that this season is going to be the same. I don't think they're going to do too much better. And honestly, I think 16th place is an accurate position for Southampton. I think that's where they're going to be finishing. 15th place, maybe controversial. Some of you may think they're going to go down. I don't think so, just because of their manager. Newcastle United, I think if it wasn't for Rafa Benitez, Newcastle will be going down. But I think he's just a world-class manager. He might get the most out of new players like Rondon especially. Maybe he might turn good at Newcastle. Maybe Rafa Benitez might get the most out of some of the players that are already there. They've got a decent team, nothing too special. 15th position. They might go lower. Depends on Rafa Benitez if he stays, because he just doesn't seem very happy with the situation right now with what's his name, Mike Ashley. I think that's it. Mike Ashley just not spending money on the club. It's just similar to what Stan Kroenke is doing at Arsenal. Just this waste of space. You don't need him in. But I think Newcastle will stay up. They've got incredible support. They've got a world-class manager, no doubt about it. Rafa Benitez has won countless trophies. He's managed countless big clubs. I think that is going to be enough for Newcastle to finish in the 15th position above Fulham and Southampton, who I think they're better than. 14th place, I'm going to go Crystal Palace. Why Crystal Palace, you may be asking. I do rate them. They've got good players like Wilfried Zaha. Maybe Benteke might show up this season. Excuse me, I kind of need my league table, which I have turned on my computer. And yeah, they've got players like Benteke who might show up this season. You never know, players like him. He's had such an interesting start to his career, moving to Liverpool, and then he just fucked up. That's really it. They got a decent manager. What's his name? Roy Hodgson. I think he's an alright manager. I think he definitely showed his worth last season at at Crystal Palace. I think that he may improve a lot of people wrong. He proved me wrong for sure. I thought Crystal Palace were doomed when Roy Hodgson joined, if you want me to be honest. But he got them out of the shithole and up and away. They're doing not too bad right now. The transfer business hasn't been shambolic, but there hasn't been nothing to shout about, I guess. I think 14th place is a decent position for Crystal Palace, if you want me to be honest. I think that is an accurate position. 13th place, I'm going to go for Watford. Why do you think Watford 13th? I think that's where they finished last season. If they didn't, it's quite a similar position where they finished last season. I think that Watford will finish 13th, getting rid of Richarlison, getting rid of a few other players I can't remember. But Richarlison being the main one, who's very inconsistent, but did show up every once in a while and was quite decent, especially the first half of the season for Newcastle when Marcus Silva was there. Not Newcastle! Watford, I think that, yeah, 13th position is a decent position. They've got a decent squad. Just a mid-table squad if you ask me. 13th place Watford, I have not much to comment about there. 12th place, I'm going to go for Bournemouth. Again, I think they've established themselves in the Premier League. They are a Premier League club after a quite surprising promotion from the Championship into the Premier League. I think that they've earned their place in the Premier League and they're a very good club who plays very good football. I rate Bournemouth a lot. I like to watch them when Arsenal play against them. I think they give us a run for their money. And I definitely enjoy watching them play. I think 12th position is an accurate position for Watford. I think that they won't be finishing lower than that, unless teams like Palace, Watford, Newcastle show up, which I doubt. I think 12th place is a very good position for Bournemouth, and a position that Bournemouth fans will be happy with, in my opinion. So yeah, 12th position for Bournemouth. Again, I have not much to say about them. They're just a mid-table team in my opinion, and I think that's where they're going to be this season. 11th place, I think, is going to be the highest out of the Championship promoted teams. I think Wolves are going to finish in the 11th position. Why? Well, they've signed Rui Patricio, João Moutinho. They've got basically Portugal B. They've got a good team. They've got Rui Patricio. Bolly's a good centre back. They've got João Moutinho, is a very good centre mid for the dictates the midfield very well, controls the game. He's just a great player in my opinion. I rate him a lot. I really liked what he done in the World Cup, which is quite an unpopular opinion for some reason. I think João Moutinho actually had a decent World Cup, especially against Spain. He partnered up with William Carvalho really well. But yeah, they've got a good front three of Raul Jimenez, who plays for Benfica, the team I also support. He's a good striker on his day. he can be very inconsistent. When he starts the game, he might not be the best. He's usually the best whilst coming off the bench. So maybe if Wolves get a new striker, I think that they may have Raul off the bench. Maybe that might work. Maybe Leo Bonatini might start. I don't know. Diogo Jota, Ivan Cavaleiro, Elder Costa, whatever his name is. I think they're great wingers. They're gonna cause a lot of problems in the Premier League with their pace, especially against Bellerin, because Bellerin, yeah, sorry, I tried to put a dig at Bellerin. I just don't rate him right now. You might prove me wrong. I fucking hope so. Yeah, 11th place, Wolves City. Wow, Wolverhampton Wanderers. So yeah, that's the bottom half of the table done. Do you agree with me? Do you not? I don't really care. So yeah, 10th place, we're going to go into the top half. Well, this is exactly mid-table actually. 10th place in the 10th position, I'm going to go for Burnley. Why do you think Burnley? They had such a good season. They didn't get rid of many players. They signed Joe Hart, which is average because they got Nick Pope and what's his name? The other manager, Tom Heaton. I don't know why they need Joe Hart, but they got 3 great goalkeepers. That's just a fact. They've got a decent team who just not too much has changed from the Burnley team. I think they're not going to finish as high as they did last season mainly because of the Europa League being a distraction. I think they will make it to the group stage. If not, this could have an effect on my opinion. However, I do think that they're going to make it to the Europa League group stage. I think they've got a good enough team for that, and that will distract them a lot from the Premier League, and the priorities won't be as high on the league as the Europa League. In my opinion, I think that will affect their league position. And 10th place is still a position Burnley fans should be happy with, in my opinion. Comment down below if you're a Burnley fan. Would you be happy finishing 10th place and knowing that you played in Europe for 6 games at least? I think that 9th place above in the top half of the table is going to be Leicester City. Yes, the ex-Premier League champions. Jesus! The ex-Premier League champions. They're not champion worthy. That was just a one-off season. It's a great season. I enjoyed that year a lot. I think they're going to finish 9th place after losing Riyad Mahrez as well. They replaced him with Ghazal. Is that his name? Another Algerian player. Is he a winger? I'm not really sure. He's either a central attacking midfielder or a winger. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming he's a winger because he's Mahrez's replacement. Yeah. We've still got Jamie Vardy, but he's aging a bit. Slimani, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go? He's got Okazaki, he's not too bad, but he's not amazing. They have got, what's his name? That Norwich one? Morrison? Something like that. Okay. Who else do they have? Wes Morgan's aging, Robert Huth, is he still there? I'm not sure. It's just Peter Schmeichel. If they keep Peter Schmeichel, they might have a chance. If they get rid of Peter Schmeichel, believe me, they're not going to have a good year. I think 9th place is the best position for Leicester City. They've got quality for sure, but I don't think they've got enough quality to go any higher. 8th place, I'm going to go for West Ham United. They've had this terrific transfer window, but last season before, they had a lot of good players and they haven't performed. They've signed a lot of players, Felipe Anderson, Yarmolenko, and Jack Wilshere being the main signings. Fantastic players in my opinion. They can be absolutely great. Jack Wilshere has the potential to be world class, maybe not anymore, unfortunately with injuries, but I do think if he stays injury free, West Ham are going to have a very good season, maybe even overlapping the team in 7th. Jack Wilshere is just a magician in centre midfield in my opinion. I'm so disappointed Arsenal's got rid of him, and unfortunately he's at West Ham. Just gonna have to be, and I'm quite sure that he'll perform if he stays injury free. Again, Yarmolenko and Felipe Anderson. Oh Jesus! Can I just stop having things? Yarmolenko and Felipe Anderson, good players, no doubt about it. Will they performing in the Premier League? We don't know yet. They've got other good players. Adrian is their goalkeeper. Have they got a new one? I'm not sure. They've got a decent defence, not too amazing. Their midfield's looking decent, and their attackers looking a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. And they've got a fantastic manager of Mauricio Pellegrini. I think that's his first name. Pellegrini's a great manager, ex-Premier League winner as well of Manchester City, and I think that he's got that pool to get the good players in, like he did with Jack Wilshere, and I'm assuming the other new signings as well. I think they just trust the manager, and I think that he's going to do a good job with West Ham. Maybe he's going to finish higher than 8th, you never know. But that's why I'm going to have them finishing. And 7th place, if you haven't guessed it yet, I'm going to go for Everton. Why? Marco Silva, I rate him a lot. I think he's a superb manager, and I'm really annoyed that Benfica did not get him when he left Sporting, because he was one of our main choices. He's done a superb job at Watford. He's just so good. When he got fired, did he get fired or did he leave? I'm not really sure. When he left Watford just dipped, and when he was at Watford, game against Arsenal especially, just absolutely out-tactic Arsene Wenger, and I'm quite sure he'd done a good job. Was it against Chelsea? It was against a big team as well, where with Watford, Marco Silva done such a good job. I think he's such a good manager. Richarlison for 50 million, maybe a bit overpriced. However, with Marco Silva, Richarlison performed really well last season, and you need to forget with that. We can't forget with that manager, Richarlison performed really well, and I think that he might do that for Everton as well. Everton's got other great players like Sigurdsson, maybe Marco Silva can get the best out of him. They've got a fantastic attack, and they've got a lot of upcoming players as well. Calvert-Lewin as well, he's a great player, and I think that Watford, not fucking hell, Everton have a good chance at competing for a European position, and I wouldn't mind seeing Everton back in Europe. But for the time being, 7th place is their position. Now we're going to the top 6, and after watching a video from DT, he started with the champion first, and I actually quite like that, because if I say the top 5, the 5 before the first, you just kind of know who I'm going to predict to be champion. So just for a bit more suspense, I'm going to go with the champions first. I think that Manchester City are going to win the Premier League once more. However, they're not going to stroll through the season like they did last year, and maybe they might not win it. Look at their team, their manager, they haven't lost too much. They added in Mahrez as well for 60 million, I think it was. It's great in my opinion. So yeah, Liverpool, I think they're going to finish second. They're going to push a great fight for Manchester City. In my opinion, they're being a bit overhyped. I admit they might not even finish second. I think that Alisson, great goalkeeper, he's not Premier League proven. Fabinho, great CDM, not Premier League proven. Who else does this sign? Naby Keita, not Premier League proven. They're great players, but they don't guarantee quality of players that are not Premier League proven. Why? Because it's a different game. They might be good at the League 1, the Serie A, or the Bundesliga, but you don't know if they're going to play well in the Premier League, the style of game. They might not suit Jurgen Klopp's game as well. Alisson is easier to suit the manager's game because he's going to be saving shots, and it's difficult to adapt. However, I think Fabinho and Naby Keita, they could struggle, and they've still got a lot of problems. They've only got one good out-and-out striker. He's not even an out-and-out striker, he's been converted to striker with Firmino. Salah, he might not have as good as a season as he did last year. Mane is a good player, but is he going to perform consistently? I don't know. Henderson is shit. Lallana is average. Wijnaldum is average. Robertson, he had a good season, but is he going to follow up and have such a good season? I don't know. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's a good youngster. Is he going to be able to cope with the pressure battle for top position? I don't know. Lovren, he's an average centre-back at best. He's not that amazing. What's his name? Van Dijk, yeah, he's a great centre-back, but if he's got no support around him, is he going to perform? Is Alisson going to be able to cope with the physicality? He might get bullied around inside the area. You just don't know with their team. On paper, they've got maybe the second best team in the country. Don't know. I put Liverpool at second because I just don't think the teams below them are as good or have as good of a chance. Manchester United, I think they're going to finish third, but don't quote me on it because Jose Mourinho, what's he doing? He's literally digging himself a hole, and you don't know. I'm not speaking from a biased point of view. I don't like Mourinho, I'm not gonna lie, but even my United fans can tell you Manchester United are in a shambles. You just, first of all, you're not prepared for the season because of the World Cup. Second of all, your manager is dissing your whole team, so I feel sorry for Alexis. Look what he's got around him. That's not something a manager should say. Martial's situation is a bit difficult. I just don't think you got an exceptional team. If you get a centre back, maybe you might have a better chance at competing for the title, but honestly, your defense is a shambles. You've got two wingers at fullbacks. You've got Lindelof, who's not proven himself in the first season. Bailly's a good centre back, but it's injury prone. Phil Jones is just shit. Smalling's just a poor excuse for a footballer. If De Gea doesn't perform, which I don't think that'll be a problem. I think De Gea, for De Gea, Manchester United would have probably been relegated by now. Say if he gets injured, Manchester United are fucked. They attack. Mourinho doesn't like attacking for some reason. Sanchez, I feel sorry for him. He's gone for a team that just defends. He's going to play left wing back. Lukaku is a different man for Manchester United than he is for Belgium. For Belgium, he's so good, but for Manchester United, he's just average. You don't really get the best out of Lukaku. Jeez. I don't think Pogba's going to stay either. I think he just had enough of Jose Mourinho. Midfielders an exceptional. Matic is aging. You don't know. I think Manchester United will finish third just because I've got a feeling Mourinho might pull things wrong, and he might get fired, which might actually help Manchester United. If he's at Manchester United job in December, I might choose that prediction for them to finish fourth. Yeah, fourth place I'm gonna have Arsenal. Yes, haha, Arsenal fourth place. Yay. I think they'll finish fourth place. Why? Last season, Arsenal finished sixth with a great team, but a poor manager. Well, the manager's not accepting. Paul Wenger's not the worst manager, is he? But his tactics were outdated, and just didn't want to play for him. A good team, probably managed to finish sixth place in the Premier League. I think now we've got a good team, an even better team. Socrates is a great addition. Lennon's a great addition. Torreira finally got a CDM in the team. Maybe he might shore things up in defence. Never know. Arsenal now have a good team with a good manager with updated tactics. And by the way, in the Community Shield, Emery was actually watching the game to pick up Manchester City's tactics, which I really like because I've never seen Wenger do that. I really like seeing that. And I think our manager is just going to boost the team morale. And I think that we're going to finish fourth. Why is that? Because our team is not exactly world class just yet. We've got Aubameyang and Lacazette, superb players, absolutely amazing. Ozil, world class on his day. He can be one of the best attacking midfielders in the world on his day. Beaten maybe by Isco and De Bruyne in my opinion. I can't think right now of anyone too much better than Ozil on his day. His vision is best to none. Absolutely sensational. We've got a good midfield. Granit Xhaka, I do rate him. I think Emery's going to get the best out of him. Torreira looked really good in the World Cup. Don't know too much about him, to be honest, but what I saw in the World Cup was definitely something to get happy about. And yeah, our defense is not looking too bad. It's still a bit shaky, but Lichtsteiner, Bellerin. Lichtsteiner's going to be pushing Bellerin for the starting spot, which might bring Bellerin's performance up. Socrates and Mustafi. Mustafi's looked really good in pre-season. I'm not going to lie. I've liked seeing him. He's not been diving in too much. He's been solid in defense, not being caught out too much, but he still lacks a bit of concentration sometimes. Maybe that might be an issue. Socrates might be good for the first season, second season, but we need to replace him rather quickly because he's aging. I'm not gonna lie, he's aging. He's going to be good for the first few years at Arsenal. He's going to be a short-term replacement for Koscielny. I think that I don't think Koscielny's going to break back into the first team unless he comes back with some sort of steroid. I don't really know. I think we've got a decent defence. Kolasinac out for the first 8 weeks of the season isn't really helpful. I just think that we might need to get a left back. Monreal's aging. Maitland-Niles isn't really a left back. But honestly, I'm liking Arsenal's team. I think we've got a very good chance at finishing top 4. I think we'll finish 4th. If Manchester United don't get rid of Mourinho, I can see them finishing 3rd, if you want me to be honest. I'm not trying to be biased, but we seem to have that nice little spirit about them. I'm not really sure. 5th place, I'm going to go for Tottenham. Why Tottenham? They've made no signings. What can I say? Tottenham have made 0 signings. They haven't improved. They might be losing Alderweireld, Dembele, rumored to leave as well. Massive depth after the going into the new stadium, having a similar issue to West Ham and Arsenal when they moved to the new stadium. I think not West Ham. I think that Spurs are going to struggle to finish top 4. It's going to be a very good season for them because they are struggling right now. We can tell the fans are not happy about their transfer window right now. and let's be honest, Spurs are gonna have a tough season, but I think they'll finish above Chelsea. Why? Because Chelsea's state is embarrassing in my opinion. They don't know the future on Courtois, Hazard. Is Kante gonna stay? The new manager's had what, 20 days. It's absolutely embarrassing in my opinion. I'll be embarrassed if I was a Chelsea fan. Going into the first game of the season with not knowing if they're gonna have the Courtois, Hazard, maybe even Kante, Morata. Shit, Giroud isn't back. Chelsea, I pity you because your team isn't good. Your team is not good. Well, your team is good, but are you going to keep your team? That's the question. I think that you have a good chance at winning any title, but I'm not really sure. Chelsea, I think you're going to finish 6th in my opinion. And if you finish above Tottenham, I'd love it, but I think that's going to be it. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think I went a bit too in-depth in some teams, but it's just my opinion. You can have any opinion you want if you can back it up, if you can tell me why. If you can tell me you can't, if it's going to win the league, if you give me a good reason why you believe it, okay, that's fair enough. But this is what I think the Premier League is going to look like. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys for the part 2 of my predictions video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.